Hello everybody and welcome to hole number 3, a par 5 of the Gokasho Bay in the Fuji Open Tournament. The video is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, so let's go. Here I'm going to change ball and I'm going to play with a katana ball. We don't need that much power on this course. A power 2 ball is perfect when it comes to crosswind and tailwind. But the thing that we do need though is the side spin, especially for the first shot while we're going to want to bounce over the rough completely. You can see that my aiming point is with the second bounce just clipping the rough on the top when I do have tailwind. This is because I do not want my ball to bounce too far and risk rolling into the rough on the top of the next piece of fairway. So I'm using that as a reference because then I know when I have tailwind I'm going to get an extended ball guideline and therefore I'm going to bounce over the rough and land nicely on the fairway. As much side spin to the left possible combined with 5 to 6 bars of topspin, then you're gonna be fine. Don't forget to over adjust as you're playing downhill. 10% extra is super important and then you will hit the intended landing spot. Let's say we do have a headwind here, then we will either have to go max overpower with a power 3 ball to try to go as the route as I did, or we will have to bounce ourselves over the bunker to the left and lay up nicely there on the other side of the bunker. That would of course bring us to have a longer shot towards the pin, but in the end it's still just a safe route or like a conservative route which will secure the eagle, but not that much will open up for an albatross. The thing that has happened with this hole here is that before, or like that was a long time ago now, then we could go for the rough bump. The rough bump was pretty big there because we actually couldn't hit a part of the sand, and then we did have rough. And look how thin that rough bump is now. We have nothing below except for that just tiny piece of rough. So the rough bump, in my opinion, is gone if we're not having an absolute straight crosswind. Because an absolute straight crosswind kind of doesn't really matter if we're over or under adjust our shot. We're still going to hit the rough at some point. But when we do have tailwind or headwind, that's not going to be the case if we're under or over adjust. And we're either going to bounce on the fringe and bounce over, go out of bounds, or we're going to go short. So therefore I'm going to lay up on the fairway platform here before, and I'm going to curl my shot towards the pin. Another way to do, especially if you do have a headwind to approach the pin, is to use the Guardian as a second club to go directly on the pin towards the green, using as much backspin as possible, and then let the ball fall down on the top of the green towards the pin. So this was hole number 3, par 5 in the Fuji Open Tournament. Video here sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Get the text guide by signing up on Patreon, link in the video description down below.